like nowadays staying focused just feels like a superpower. There's so many apps, so many platforms, so many notifications, so many things that come up to fight for your attention. If you can learn how to get a better grasp on focus, you can separate yourself from 99% of people, because let's be honest, not that hard to be up there if you really try. So what I'm not going to tell you to do is to delete everything from your life and move to some deserted area in buttfuck motherfucking nowhere. What I'm going to show you and tell you today is just how to get your attention back one tiny decision at a time. That makes up for a lot later on. And I got this realization because nowadays there's so many things that cling to us. I know growing up, there was a lot of, social media attention that I had to pay attention to. There's also gaming. There was also me trying to start something, being in a relationship. There's a lot of things that grasped my attention. And as I got older, business, there's a lot of things where I have so many emails, so many messages, so many leads, so many things that I have to do that constantly pull at my attention, not including college at the time, trying to work out, trying to do a bunch of different things. All of it clings onto you and it wants your attention, but you only have so much to give. And what it comes down to is not only is it more focus, you also need to eliminate distractions. So I want to go over 3 very important things that can really make a difference in cracking down and staying focused in this super distracting world. So the first thing, this is something I will say for the rest of my life, even when the world ends and the sun's gone and we're all gone, I'm still going to say it. Multitasking is the biggest scam ever sold to ambitious people. Think about it. If you have 5 tasks and you try to do all 5 of them same time, it's not going to work. So you give some time to A, some time to B, then you go back to A, then you move to C, then you go to F, then you go to D. And it's like you got 10% on one task, maybe 5% progress on another task, maybe 10% on another one, and fuck all progress even though you spent hours on it. You're not being efficient. You're just wasting your time and scattering attention. The better thing to do is just pick one time block, one clear goal. An example of this, when I record videos, I batch record them. So I do multiple videos in a day, and that's it. I don't do anything else in that time period. I just solely focus on recording. Because if I tried to record and do other things on the side, these videos will not be as good. There would be lower quality, talking points and everything. Same goes when I go source for stuff for my business. If I try to go to a library sale while talking on the phone, while checking a bunch of data, while making it, it's super distracting. And I lose money, I lose profit because I'm so distracted. What you really want to do, just pick one teeny tiny thing that moves the needle for you and just go from there. And when that gets done, move on to the next thing. When that gets done, move on to the next thing. You'll make a lot more progress if you focus 100% into the things that you need to instead of 10%. 5%. So the second thing that people can't really do nowadays is to tolerate boredom. So if you learn to tolerate boredom, you'll be way more ahead of people than you think. Because if you're bored, you'll lean into things that you don't necessarily need, like YouTube, like Instagram, like TikTok, shit you don't need, because it gives you dopamine, because it's, oh my god, wow, funny meme, I'm gonna like it. Like that's the shit that'll just come up. But if you can put that away for a little bit and instead do something else, like reading, like meditating, like going out on a walk, or just being weird, not really, but turning off all the lights and just thinking about the life in the universe for like 5 minutes, it'll do a lot for you when you really think about it, because you're just focusing on yourself, on who you are, and really just thinking about things and ideas that you may never have had a chance to think about because you're thinking of other random bullshit. So I would say, for an experiment for a day, just delete something, whether it's social media, whether it's something that is irrelevant to your daily needs that you do, like let's say video games, for example. Just stop it for a day and just kind of see what happens. If you get restless and like crave it, you might have a problem. Just saying. And just kind of go from there, kind of see what makes you anxious and restless and go from there. Now, the important one, this is the big boy right here, that you should focus on draining the shallows, or in simple terms, the 80-20 rule. Because here's the truth. 80% of what you do don't actually move you forward. Actually, the 20% that gives you the most results. Because most people spend their days on the tasks that are productive and helpful. Emails, messages, busy work. But if you focus your work on the 80/20 principle, it really shifts how much work you do and what you actually work on. So, for example, a lot of what I get in terms of brand, money, income, etc., it comes from two things: making content and sourcing inventory. Those are the two main things that generate a lot of what I do for income sourcing and for brand awareness and, getting my name out there, creating content. So I just do those two things. I don't do any other bullshit that doesn't literally help with either of those things. I'm not trying to cut deals on shit that I don't sell or I don't care to sell. And I don't create content on platforms I don't care for. Like TikTok, I don't care. X, I really don't care, right? Like I don't care for some platforms because they don't give me anything. So like LinkedIn gives me stuff, YouTube gives me something. Everything else doesn't really. So I focus everything on those two. So just focus on the actions that will make you the most money or the most return on investment for your time. So if you had to pick one of the three, I would say pick rule 3, because focusing on the things that actually matter will make wonders for you. The other two, very helpful as well to help improve your focus in this fucking, quite frankly, annoying ass world. Social media itself has become very unbearable, and taking your time to just slowly strip away things that don't help you and focus on the things that actually help you will make a big, big difference in your life.